G'day everyone and welcome back to another live stream here at the Australian Reptile Park. My name's Dan and today we're going to do a little bit of a croc show for you, which is really exciting for all the team. Now, as I said the other day during the one with Kraken, there's a lot going on in the world, so hopefully this little bit of, fun with the crocodile will make your days a little bit better, and keep tuning into all of our live streams. Now, a couple other boys are inside with me today. I've got Jakey over there who's going to be doing the feeding, Jake the snake. I've also got Big Zach in the corner there as well. So he's basically backing up Jake as well as I am. Now, hopefully today the feed goes really well, and obviously the idea is that Jake feeds the food to Elvis, not himself. Now, Jake has some really delicious looking chicken legs, but hopefully he goes for the meat, not Jake's legs. So Elvis is a pretty famous crocodile, not just... What was that? Elvis is a pretty famous crocodile, not just here in Australia, but right around the world. We get so many messages about Elvis all the time. And he's famous because over the years he's done some, pretty scary things that remind you really of what he would do to you if he did grab you. The whole idea of this show, though, is really to show how dangerous a crocodile can be if you take some really unnecessary risks. And Jake's doing that today. He's standing far too close to where you would want to stand in croc country, and he's even going to get really close to the water's edge. But we're going to show some of Elvis's, hunting techniques and try and demonstrate how explosive a saltwater crocodile can be. Now, whilst they potentially are quite dangerous, I've got to be honest, for a person to be killed by a saltwater croc, you've got to be doing something pretty silly. So if you ever visit the northern parts of Australia when those borders open up, please do take care. Stay away from crocs at all times, and they'll stay away from you. There's no doubt about it. Just don't go swimming with them. It really is that simple. Now, what Jake's doing now, Jake the snake with his stick, he's actually signalling to the crocodile where he wants him to move to, and that's basically how the croc's conditioned. Jake will tap the water with his stick, sending out vibrations through the water, and that'll tell Elvis exactly where Jake wants him to be. Now, I think what we're going to do today is bring him up here, and then Jake will take him on one more loop and give him the first bit of food. And the food that we're feeding him today, it's pretty big chunks of meat in comparison to what we would usually feed him. Typically, for our feeds, we'll give him smaller amounts of food so we can feed him more regularly. But Jake really wanted to show off today. He got the biggest chunks of food I've seen in a long time. He's got this thing. He wants to have a better croc show than Robert Irwin one day, but we'll see how he goes today. So he has some pretty big bits of meat. So as you can see, Jake's signalling to the crocodile now to move around again. And even though today's pretty overcast and it is quite cool in this part of New South Wales, the pond is heated at about 27 degrees, which enables us to still be able to keep Elvis quite active, but also to get him excited for some food. Now, I've probably got 35 seconds to go before Elvis is going to need to feed. So I'm going to grab the camera. Thank you. Because I'm going to get the camera in nice and close. There's big Zachy boy in the corner there, looking happy. Jake's working the crocodile a little bit. I'll get it up nice and close. I'll actually try and follow Elvis a little bit as he goes through the water. Look at that. Wow. Now, Elvis is about 4.5 meters long, weighs around 450 kilos, and you just got to see every single bit of it. That's pretty cool. All right, I'm going to come back this way. Jake's starting to tap a little bit more vigorously as he starts to wind up the crocodile. All right, here we go. I'm just going to concentrate here. Obviously, I'm backing up Jake as well. So he's tapping the water. Elvis starts to wind up the tail, brings those front feet forward. He's going to have a look at the meat and go bang. Oh, Jake, just feed him, mate. There we go. Woohoo! All right, straight down the hatch, big fella. Wow, that's as good as it gets. My heart was racing a little bit and I wasn't even doing the feed. How are you feeling over there, Jakey boy?
Yeah, the heart's going.
Your heart's going? All right, so we do have another bit of food, which Jake's carrying along now. We're going to swim him around and give him one last piece of food. Oh, that was pretty exciting. You would have seen a pretty good shot of all Elvis's teeth there. Saltwater crocodiles typically have 64 to 72 teeth, and Elvis has some of the biggest teeth you'll see on any crocodile or anywhere in Australia. He's got beautiful teeth that you can see. We'll get a good look here. Watch him go past. Look at those chompers. You do not want to get too close to a crocodile with a head as big as that and teeth like that either. Now, Elvis hasn't always lived here at the reptile park. He came down approximately 10 or 11 years ago. Before that, he was living in a crocodile farm. And we've been very lucky to be able to work with such a special animal every single day. He definitely keeps us on his toes. He's definitely a bit of a bachelor. He likes living on his own. In the past, other places have tried to introduce females to Elvis and it hasn't gone that well. He much prefers living the bachelor life and doing his own thing. Wow. All right, we got this last bit of food there, Jakey. All right, this is a big chunk of meat. This should get him excited. I don't know which side you want me on, Jake. The other side, maybe. Maybe, yeah, I'm coming back around. Coming back around. All right, so again, tap in the water. You'll have a little look. You'll have a big look. Oh, beautiful. All right, you can give it to him, I reckon. Oh. Last bit down the hatch, and that's about as close as you'll get to a big saltwater croc. You are one big beautiful animal, El. All right, well, how was that, Jakey boy?
It's good.
Pretty good? Feeling good? All right, I might pass the camera back to Caitlin so I can kind of wrap it up. I didn't even feed and my heart rate's gone through the roof. That is really cool, and we really do hope you guys enjoyed that. Now, is there any, because usually we do questions, is there any questions coming through there, Caitlin?
Yeah, someone's wondering how old can crocodiles live till?
Yeah, well, probably over 100. A lot we still need to learn about crocodiles, to be honest, but I think, you know, a saltwater crocodile can live into, you know, maybe 100, 120, who knows. Elvis is only 55? Yep, 55, got it right. 55 years old, so hopefully he'll be here for at least another few decades, that's for sure. Anyone?
Do you know what his favourite kind of food is?
If it looks like meat, smells like meat, he'll eat it. So pretty much any meat. He doesn't mind, obviously chicken's probably the main source of food that we feed him. But really, as I said, if it looks like meat, smells like meat, he'll eat it. He's not that picky, to be honest. Sometimes he can be a bit funny with fish, but generally outside of that, he loves his tucker.
Does he have to eat every day?
No, that's a really cool thing about reptiles, and particularly big reptiles like Elvis. We could not feed him now for 6 months, come back, put the camera back on him, and you wouldn't even notice that anything had changed. And that's the advantage of being an ectothermic creature rather than like us mammals, which we're endothermic. We burn a lot more energy than a saltwater crocodile would, to be fair. So he only has to eat every couple of weeks or even every couple of months. But we spread his feeds out around 200 times over the year, and a lot of the reason for that is doing live streams so you guys can watch at home, croc shows on the weekend, and we feed him generally every day of the school holidays as well. So it's all for you. We risk our lives for you.
All right, Dan, last one. What's your favourite thing about Elvis?
I just think, you know, they've been on the planet crocodilians have been on the planet for 260 million years, and like as a little fella growing up that likes reptiles, you know, you love blue tongues and the rest, but getting to the point where you can work with the saltwater crocodile is pretty amazing. As I said, they're one of the most amazing animals on the planet. They're going to be here for a very, very long time, and yeah, I'm very lucky that I get to work with one, or a few crocodilians every single day.
All right, Dan, we'll leave it there.
All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that. It was lots of fun for us. I hope you got the footage nice and close for you guys. Now, a few things. We'll be doing the live streams. Well, there's another one tomorrow. Jake and Zach will be up doing a snake milking demonstration. That'll be a lot of fun. Make sure you tune in for that. Also, too, if those people in New South Wales, your Discover vouchers, if you're not going to use it, we've got a great program. Head to our website, reptilepark.com.au, where you can actually pay that pass forward and it goes to charity. So head on the website, you'll find out more details there than what you'll get from me, but it really is a great little program. We've got heaps. Obviously, it's a bit of a tough time for all of us, but we're here looking after the animals, and you'll be able to see that on our live streams. One more thing before we go the Blues tonight, hey? See you later, guys. Hooroo.